I hope y'all are ready. Welcome in. Welcome
buckle
in.
up. Buckle up.
Welcome in. We're about to get our Candace Owens on. We're going to be a little bit better, though, because at least we'll come with some sort of a paper trail. But now, we're not saying any of this is 100% true. We're not saying that we have cracked any code the way bro put it backstage, but we might have found something. And when I say we might have found something, in our estimation, whether true or not, the same way that Candy loves to ask questions about things and don't just leave things to sit there. Find it kind of weird. Find it weird. We found some things kind of weird. Little weird. You know, make sure you turn your neck like you're a dog or something, trying to look for your bone. Weird, you know. So we decided we'd do a show a little about it. And but first off, we wanted to have you see where most of our, I guess you would call it the head raiser kind of thing popped up from. And there was a podcast by, some of you might know him, Sean Atwood. I'm not a big fan of Sean Atwood. However, I found the guest that he had to be interesting. Very, very interesting. And this is the guy here, Kevin Annett. And what he has to say at least got me thinking. So I presented it to the guys, and they were like, let's look into that. And we decided to do the show. So we're going to have him flesh out for a little bit where we're going with this. And
y'all can go from there at that point.
Yeah, you ready? Let's hear what he has to say.
So Kevin, when you saw this happen, I mean, it was really shocking, you know, just to see the video of it happening quite quickly after it had happened. What were your first thoughts?
I didn't really have a reaction right away. I've been so embroiled in helping the court document a lot of these crimes. The information I'm going to share tonight is coming from the court itself, and one of the 13 people who were accused and who were subpoenaed actually has come forward and has provided information that led to what we're going to talk about today. So it's coming from them, just to clarify that. And also from one of our sources, my associate Joseph, who acts like a bodyguard for me, he has confirmed some of this stuff from his own contact in the intel community.
Now, please, just so you all know, we are not confirming or denying what the old man is saying. We are using what he's saying as our platform stepping stone for what we are going to share with you. Okay, that's all he's there for. He was the guy that opened up the what do you call it? Floodgates? What do you call it that? I think we'd call it floodgates.
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box. Yeah. Only to find out Pandora was not a virgin. All right, so let's find out what he has to say.
So let me just sum up for people who might be new to the show. The International Common Law Court convened another case that started September 1st and then named the present Pope and 12 other people, including the head of NATO, Mark Rutte, former president of the Netherlands, Donald Trump, and his associate with Epstein, and Cardinal Dolan, a whole bunch of top cardinals in the Catholic Church. And a subpoena was sent out to all of them last Monday. So that's September 8th. 2 days later, less than 2 days after that, Charlie Kirk gets killed. The next morning, right after that, the court received a communication from one of the 13. They're not saying who it was. So these are one of the people who received the summonses to appear next Monday, the 15th, before the court. And as they've been accused of participating in these ninth circle sacrificial cults, you know, all over the world and other associated crimes. This person who came forward, and they haven't identified who it is for their own safety, but this person has sought to make a deal. In other words, he wants immunity from prosecution, and he'll name other people. And that in itself is a very positive thing, because it didn't happen the last time when we put Ratzinger on trial. They closed the ranks quickly. Now the ranks are kind of coming apart more, and I think it's a sign of how much is known now, and more people coming forward. Because on that, a second aspect I want to talk about today, there's a great group of people in Buffalo, New York, including the relative of a Catholic priest who was murdered, apparently on the orders of Timothy Dolan, and because if he was uncovering child trafficking and other things within the church. I'm going to get to that. That's kind of part 2.
Now, again, just listen to him. He's fleshing out. And we're not worried about the whole Donald Trump court thing, because he never presents actual court documents to back that up, as far as I know. However, what he's going to mention is something that is what caught our attention when it comes to the Vatican itself. That's going to be the linchpin here.
But with part 1, what's happened is some of the information that this witness who's come forward, one of the accused, has provided this information. He claims that over the last number of weeks, there have been meetings between what's called Santa Alianza. That's called the Holy Alliance in Latin. That's the Vatican Assassination and Spy Bureau. And they've been meeting with their counterparts in the Mormon Church. Now, don't forget, Charlie Kirk was killed in Utah at a Mormon university, Orem, Utah. And he was killed by a Mormon student. Now, this counterpart to the Santa Alianza, the Vatican Assassination Bureau, they're called the Danites, D-A-N-I-T-E-S. And they're an association group that goes back into right to the period in the 19th century when the Mormons were first formed.
Good. Now, that's as far as I wanted him to take that statement. Now, remember, he said the 1900s. Okay. This is where it gets, I guess, convoluted. The reason we're linking Candace to all of this is because of the statement that got her where she is right here. The idea is this. She started this whole thing out with Christ is King statement. Y'all remember the Christ is King?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Christ is King thing is not something that she came up with because she's Christian. The Christ is King thing came up because she is Catholic. Now, I'm going to show you guys something here that in 1925, and this is directly from the, this is not me writing this. This is from the Holy See. All right. Y'all know what the Holy See is? The Holy See is the actual Vatican. Okay. But the Vatican. And if you would look, please, at this particular phrase right here. There is the Feast of Christ the King. And if you were to go look up Christ is King, Vatican, you will find that in 1925, they began a Feast of Christ is King. And it has been used ever since by many Catholics. I understand that you can find it in the Word. I get that. But it's very poignant because Candace never said it before.
Until she became.
Before she came. Yes. Catholic. Okay. And the ideology here that we're trying to show just the link is that she does not actually believe that Jesus is king. She's using the terminology of the people that are peddling her and for whom she peddles. Now, you might think, wait, the Catholics don't have anything to do with Mormons. Now, if you believe that, please raise your hands that you've never heard of any kind of link between the Catholics and the Mormons. Okay? No, exactly. They don't, which is why they say Christ is king.
Right.
Please get the difference. You can insert anything into Christ being king. You're not saying Jesus Christ is king, just Christ is king, which is why I've always told people that didn't strike me as right. Whenever she came out with it, she never said the whole Jesus Christ is king, just Christ is king.
Hmm.
I found that, how did she say it? I find it kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Kind of weird.
Little weird. Gotta make sure I turn the head. Little weird. Gotta hurt your neck and twist your spine and all kinds of crap. Okay. And so the looking into whether or not the Catholic faith had anything to do with the Mormon faith. That guy later goes on to say that the Catholics and the Mormons have business exchanges in terms of their monies. And then we know that the the Vatican is worth somewhere in the region of $700 to $1 billion, 700 million to $1 billion. That's their, what you call it?
Net worth?
GDP. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
And it's an interesting thing because they did meet in 2019. Now, mind you, 2019 was when Pope Francis, which is why he's on the thumbnail, y'all, in case you're wondering, we're not retarded. It's not that we don't know who the new Pope is. But in 2019, Pope Francis met with the head guy at the time, Nelson of LDS. Here you go.
We had a most cordial, unforgettable experience with this.
Wait, can we pause?
Yes.
So just so everybody knows, the website that you saw on the screen said newsroom.churchoflatterdaysaints.org. That's literally the Mormon church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Literally, this is the direct source from the Mormon church. So
it ain't us making this up and taking it from some AI. This is them putting it out for themselves. Nelson meeting with Francis back in 2019. Now, what they discussed, nobody knows. But ironically, that was the same year. They met in May of 2019. And later that year was when Candace Owens got married to George Farmer, who is a Catholic. Now, remember, he's Catholic out of the UK, right? A little bit closer to the Vatican, a little bit. And his family is indeed involved in many things political, lower courts and in the lower parliament. Okay, cool. Now we have a format, a groundwork of what would be the foundation for our theory about Candace Owens. Okay, cool. Let me see what you're saying here. Candace was the only one to come out saying she would give Trump a chance. You know, she got married at one of the Trump properties. What does that have to do with her being Catholic? Because Trump isn't Catholic, and her subsequent fallout with Trump. I'm curious. Can you elaborate on what that has to do with what the relevancy is with the Catholic faith, the Mormons, and Candace Owens, considering that she fell out with Trump in the last couple of years? Anyway, let me know what you mean by that. That'd be great. Now, subsequently, since that point, she fell out with Turning Point USA. Charlie was not a Catholic. She eventually left there in 2019. She was in the higher ranks in 18. She said she acquired a handler. This is by her own admission. She says she had a handler. She said both her and Charlie had handlers in order to pull them apart. And gotcha, Cindy, gotcha. That's how they tried to pull them apart. My question is, why would handlers pull both of them apart when they were both pro-Israel? Because her concept was that they were both pro-Israel at the time, and Jews were put as her handlers. Mm-hmm. My question is, why would a Jewish person try to separate Charlie and Candace if both were pro-Israel? And it didn't dawn on me. The Jews that they put in the periphery of her and Charlie were ones that were trying to drag into the one world religion. When did they sign that document? 2019. The document that Pope Francis signed to have the one world religion was in 2019, signed with the Mormon, with the Islam, and with the papacy. met with the Mormons that year, and the Mormons have since subsequently done business monetarily with the Vatican. Now, people are still probably wondering, well, what does that have to do with Charlie Kirk's assassination? Charlie Kirk was very outspoken against who? The Vatican, against the Catholic faith, right? Who is Candace now trying to foist upon the American people and people in general? The Catholic faith. Point blank, period. Who is she trying to unvilify? The one dude with Mormon connections, and try to tell you that he is not the one that did it. She's also trying to side with and recreate a link to Islam. Who else is trying to do that? The Vatican. The Vatican is pushing her to do exactly that. They're using her for that, and she's happily doing it. Why? Because she was scorned by Charlie.
Oh, okay.
Now, the question is, would she go as far as to erase Charlie?
Yeah, I think she.
Yes, she would go that far. In fact, if Charlie were out the picture, then you can use Charlie's platform, which is what they're currently doing, to change the narrative that he was not really with the evangelical. He was actually going to be Catholic. You've heard her say that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Praying the rosary.
Doing all that, going to mass, just take the next step. But you couldn't have this push if he was around. But you needed his platform, which is why now she's trying to also take down TP USA. She just came out saying that she's trying to strike up a war with TP USA. Did she?
I think I remember that.
Okay, so now she's striking war with TP USA. She's now partnered, if not in private, at least publicly in messaging with Stu Peters, who has said just about the same kind of crazy crap about the Jews, where he said that Charlie didn't want TPUSA. He wanted what they're now creating, which is AZAPAC, the Anti-Zionist Association PAC.
Which is off-brand for Charlie.
It's not even in brand.
Right.
Not even side brand.
Wouldn't you think we would have heard something about this before Charlie?
If he was switching? Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he would have talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never heard any. We're hearing about it after he's gone. So, did he really want this? Probably not.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah, probably not.
Highly unlikely.
And if he does, and he wants everyone to know about it posthumously, he would have told his wife to do so.
Yeah.
And she would have made those moves. So,
now, case in point, notice that she's not including Erica in much of her conversation, except for saying, if she want me to shut up, she'll tell me to shut up. But in my head, I'm thinking, if you respected the woman's husband, you would shut the hell up.
Yeah.
And even as her being his really good friend, almost like a brother, she should shut the hell up if she really cared about him like that.
That part. Yeah.
And this is Stu.
More than a month removed from the very public broad daylight assassination of Charlie Kirk, the founder and face of Turning Point USA. And from the moment that Kirk was murdered, our government and our media and our political establishment, our law enforcement, and of course the intel community have all collectively tried to sell us this completely ridiculous narrative that revolves around a homosexual furry-chasing weirdo called Tyler Robinson.
But I want to make sure that we get this right. That is crazy that the government's doing that, but it's not crazy that y'all are trying to do the opposite.
I mean,
y'all are trying to make us believe Israel and an entire country and a whole bunch of other entities in the U.S. government were rallying around just to kill Charlie Kirk. Y'all are just as retarded as any other thing that you might call out. Stu Peters, by the way, is a flaming racist, by the way, too. And I think he's a closet homosexual as well. That's just what I feel. Just by the way he's talking, I think that dude does die. Guys, that's all I'm going to say. And I can say whatever I want about him because this is, I don't have to prove it. I just have to say, trust me, bro. And I think that'll work. Now, here's what he has to say.
What we've been told is that Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk through the neck with his grandfather's .30-06, basically got away with it, only to later confess multiple times in different fashions to multiple people and then turn himself in.
Yeah, that's what crazy people do. I know it's difficult for you to understand, but you deal with crazy people. Heck, you're one. And how can you not know how crazy people behave?
Man, he's got a serious red face too. That's a sign of alcoholism.
Alcoholism, yeah.
Only to then recant that confession and plead not guilty at his arraignment before a gag order was put in place by the judge overseeing the case.
So I want you to listen, people, listen, just like with Candace. This fool wants you to not believe the government, okay, but wants you to understand and believe him. He says that they're trying to sell us the narrative that this kid did it, but he now wants you to believe that the government, this judge, the police, the FBI, the state of Utah, the campus, all of these people worked in cohesion to help make sure Charlie Kirk died, planned it, and are covering it up. For what reasons? Yes. Can anybody tell me why they would take out Charlie Kirk? Let's say the government did it. Let's say they did. I would love to hear some reasons Charlie Kirk got taken out. What's the benefit to the government to kill Charlie?
Zero.
Just outlived his usefulness is what Candace would say. That's why they took him out. But no reason.
None. There's no logic behind it. Zero logic. Okay? Continue, Stu.
A gag order that was very obviously installed because the court wants to make sure that it can properly railroad this patsy.
Let me get this right. It's a gag order, yet your stupid, ignorant behind is still talking? Let me get this right, Stu. You are of such great intelligence. You're telling me that the gag order is in place, but you're still allowed to talk. You and Candace both still running your pie holes. Everywhere you go, you can't shut. It's like diuretic influenza. But y'all can talk? I thought it was a gag order, though. Which is it? Is there a gag order in you or not? Or are you not even included in the gag? And if you're not included in the gag order, why are you complaining? Man. Anyway, go ahead, Stu. Go ahead.
This Tyler Robinson character. And when I say character, I really mean it. That's what Tyler Robinson is, if he actually even really exists.
What? What?
Oh, now people out here getting shot by holograms and shit.
What?
If he really exists.
No, please tell me this is satire. Please tell me he's satire.
Oh, no. No, it's not satire. This man
He's serious.
if he's real. Oh my goodness.
Question to ask.
Wow.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does he really think himself to be somebody who has high journalistic integrity?
I don't know what
Stu?
this Negro think, bro. I don't know. I don't
For
know.
him to say that and have us take him seriously.
You know what? That's one of the best questions I ever did heard right there. That's a great, great, grandiose question.
Yep. That's a good one.
That's weird stuff. Anyway, go ahead.
Tyler Robinson is a character in the Charlie Kirk assassination movie that we all see playing out in real time.
Am I on drugs right now?
I feel like I'm floating. Oh, Lordy. Oh, wow. It gets much better. So much.
But the American people are seeing through this movie, it would seem, hence the gag order, because we know that the story that we've been told is a complete and total line of BS.
Okay. How do you know that? I can't wait to hear how you know that. Go ahead.
Charlie Kirk was not killed by Tyler Robinson. Charlie Kirk was killed by the Jew after he was betrayed by the people closest to him.
Wait,
Case closed. Okay, there you go.
Cash. Check it out.
he was killed by the Jew.
The Jew, yeah.
The Jew. Which one?
The Jew, you know, the Jew.
The Jew. I mean,
The Jew. Yeah, the Jew. The Jew.
the
If she's, I would love to. I have not heard her speak out about them, not once. Okay, if you can show me where, I'd be happy. The Jew. Now he'll tell you what he means by the Jew.
Okay, all right.
He'll tell you. Ready?
After he was betrayed by his wife.
I'm trying to figure out how he got. How did he get to that?
Oh, wow.
Now, so far, I have been waiting for somebody to show me proof that Erica Kirk betrayed her husband. I mean, I hear it. I hear it a lot. I have yet to see any proof. I thought I was seeing. Oscar, tread lightly. Let me explain something to you about this platform. Just to give you a nice introduction to what could possibly come your way. I would advise you learn how to use the two holes on the side of your head instead of the hole in your mouth and the fingers on your hands. You dumb idiot fool. You pedo following fool. You racist, homosexual, faggot fool. Maybe learn to listen instead of use your stupid ass fat fingers to type stuff you don't know about. Go follow your little black friend Candace Owens and her pedophile following entities in the Catholic Church. Go do that, and probably I should report you for having kids in your basement. How about that? You little pedo. You have no proof, but you come here looking for proof.
Oscar, you done messed up. You know that, right?
Okoa.
Ochoa.
Oh,
Easy for you
okay.
to find you. You know that, right?
All right,
And I
rice
don't
and
mean in
beans.
person. We'll make a whole episode out of you. Y'all are weird. Like, y'all will go listen to some of the most idiotic, retarded people on earth, like Candace Owens, because she tells you, believe me, and she can squint her eyes. Meanwhile, she's interviewing rapists like Andrew Tate, rapists like Weinstein, and you all love her because y'all love rapists. Y'all love pedophiles, hence why you protect the Catholic Church like she does. All of y'all are the same way. Stinking, worthless pieces of crap. All of y'all. Y'all quick to throw all kinds of poop around with no proof of nothing. She betrayed her husband. Where's the proof of that? Don't got none. We just think so. And we'll say this fact. TPUSA betrayed her. Who? Don't know who. Everybody. Israel was behind it. How do you know that? We just do. No. Egypt was behind it. How do you know? Planes.
It was the Jew.
Bunch of lemmings. Brain dead rot lemmings. No, what we're going to debunk next is the whole microphone explosion. I'm sure you believe that too. So which one killed him?
Oh,
The palm gun or the microphone exploding? Which one of the stupid theories you got now?
Oscar.
Oh, wait. Charlie's still alive?
oh yeah, Charlie's death was fake, right? That's what y'all believe.
Dumbass.
Oscar Ochoa.
By the board at TPUSA, by his security detail, by President Trump, who he himself has played his part in perpetuating this hoax since the day that Charlie Kirk was killed.
So this fool wants you to believe that the president, the man's wife, his whole entire organization, the security team, Utah, the judge, the police, the FBI, Israel, Egypt, the B Society, whichever that was, all of them were in on killing Charlie Kirk. For what reasons, they can't tell you.
But Oscar knows.
Because, the Jew.
Yeah, Oscar knows, though. Oscar has...
Oscar definitely knows.
Oscar knows.
Right? The Jew.
The Jew. That one Jew.
And who's at the center of all of it?
Who?
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. So, okay. So let me see if I can follow this monkey's logic.
Please try. Logic. Please try.
Okay. So, at the center of this web of it all, Benjamin Netanyahu convinced Egypt, President Trump, Erica, Turning Point USA, Egypt, the FBI, the state government of Utah, the campus of Utah State University, was it? Or
yep,
and all of Western media to deny all this.
Yes, and Planet.
And Oscar believes that. People like Oscar believe. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, just making sure.
I think we should probably just call ICE on him and just get rid of him that way.
Why not?
Or at least get rid of his uncle, because everybody know at least one retard is in his family that didn't file their papers. We all know that much. Okay, we can at least admit that much. He probably out here trying to hide from ICE or something. So I should probably tell him go look in Oscar's basement. And to answer your question, Monkey, you get on here by clicking on the damn video, fool. If you see it, you clicked on it with your, I don't know if you know how a computer works or your phone works. You see a video and you click on it. You took your own time to type into it. How did these vatos, these lame boy, get on my feet? Your own fingers did it, Oscar. Your phalanges did it. Your hands did it, Oscar. I think you should be the one worried about Netanyahu. If they're on my side, they might get you. Remember, if I'm getting paid by Netanyahu, they won't come after me. I'm debunking the fact that Netanyahu did it. You're the fool that believes he did. So, BB, come get Oscar for me, will you, if you don't mind? Since Israel is so amazing at finding everybody, I can't wait till Israel finds you. I mean, you say they're the all-powerful entity. They're the ones that in everybody's pocket. They're trying to get everybody. Okay, then maybe I can't wait for Netanyahu and Israel to find you.
I hope they film it too.
Yeah.
I mean, don't worry. I'm getting paid by Israel, so they won't come after me. I'm pro-Israel.
And Oscar, we're getting paid by Israel, but every time you watch our video or comment,
we also get paid by YouTube.
We also get paid by YouTube.
There you go. Thank
you.
You're
helping us get paid by watching our video.
Yeah. So thank you so very much. You're amazing. I can't wait for my $7,000 check to show up tomorrow from Israel.
Thanks to you.
Thanks for suggesting it. I mean, I would have never thought to jump on the Israel bandwagon had it not been for Candy.
Love you.
Yeah. If I were
Thank
you,
you for the
Oscar, I'd go
shekels.
check on your uncle that doesn't have his papers. Okay, because he might leave his kids behind. You might want to go check on him. Make sure you protect him at all costs. Don't let ICE jump on him. Okay, go protect your uncle real quick.
Charlie Kirk turned down a $150 million payout directly from Netanyahu's regime.
So again, Candace never started that though, right? That wasn't Candace. That's what she said. She never said anything like that when she was the very first one to float it 2 days after Charlie died. Okay.
Kirk stated in writing that he was leaving the pro-Israel cause.
I wonder where he found that information from. Oh, again, Candace Owens. Okay.
Kirk stated in writing that he could no longer be affiliated with the pro-Israel cause.
That's not what he said. That's what you said, but that's not what he said. Thank you very much, though, Stewie. Yeah. Oh, no, he's not serious at all. No, of course. This is him just joking. This is Stu joking. I'm leaving that comment up until Stu is finished with this one little piece here.
Charlie Kirk was on the verge of J-pilling millions of young people all over the country who hanged on every word that he said. And then he was killed in typical Israeli fashion.
I'm sure that's a joke too, right? Is that a joke too? Of course, all of this is a joke, right? Of course, all jokes. You really are retarded. Remedial at its best, you're retarded. Like we've had some retards in the chats before. You are now top dog. You are king retard at this point.
Good job.
Hey, we'll pull the race card.
Are you not Hispanic, Oscar? You're not Hispanic? I shouldn't observe the obvious. You're not Hispanic? Your uncle's not illegal? I see you didn't debunk that yet, so I bet you your uncle's illegal. I bet you money I hit the nail on the head that Uncle Rico might be illegal and probably having a lot to do with some Mexican drugs. Working for the cartel. Okay? The cartel. Don't let me tell nobody.
Victim courtesy. You must not watch our podcast because we definitely don't play victims. We clown you fools. Black, Hispanic, Indian, Muslim, we don't care.
Oh, Oscar, you might want to go check on Uncle. Make sure he's okay. He might be getting high off of fentanyl. Go check him out. You go check on your uncle, man. He might not want to get deported, so he might be getting all tanked up on fentanyl to pass away. You might want to go check on him. Go check on him.
So run along, Mexicant.
Now, I showed you Stu's version for two reasons. Both Stu and Candace have been trying to push the same narrative. Why? Because as much as they like to say that everybody is being paid by Israel, nobody's asking who are paying them. Like, ain't nobody saying or questioning the reasons why they always tout the same line. They seem to be carrying the same water. Their story seems to be lining up. And somebody will say, it's all true. That's why. Okay, but the government story lines up too. Is that true? Okay. So from what I can see, they have not presented any proof the same way they said the government hasn't presented any proof. Okay, so let's go with neither side is showing proof. So why should I believe their story versus the government story? I'm not believing either one. I'm just telling you that their story makes zero sense in what they're trying to promote. But what I can find is a direct link to each of these people through the Vatican. And I know of a larger history with the Vatican doing nefarious things than I know of TPUSA doing nefarious things. And I also know of the Mormon Church doing nefarious things more than I know that Turning Point USA did nefarious things. And I also know that they've done way more nefarious things than President Trump has ever done because they've been around a lot longer. 1925 longer. They have secret societies. Trump doesn't have a secret society that he owns and runs. Charlie didn't have one. I know for a fact that Candace Owens has been trying her best to tell everybody to be Catholic. I also know for a fact that the Catholic faith and the Mormons have affiliations because they've met. I also know that Candace has been trying to push people away from talking ill about Islam the same way Tucker Carlson has been doing too. I also know that both Candace and Tucker Carlson don't know jack squat about the Bible, but love to talk about it from a perspective, oddly enough, that seems a lot like what? Catholicism. And I also find that Michael Knowles and a lot of the Catholic people are oddly quiet about everything. Almost like they don't want to be seen and affiliated with it because they know. Now, why would Candace want Charlie dead? Two reasons. She left TPUSA in 2019, joined PragerU 2020, went to Daily Wire 2022, 21.
Mhm.
Super Bowl crap happened, linked up with Kanye, got fired. Now she's totally anti-Semitic, says that the Holocaust didn't really happen. That was all Jewish propaganda by Israel. But the thing in Gaza definitely was a Holocaust. Then comes back later and says that she never said anything anti-Semitic. She don't know where that's coming from. And she don't know how people think that she could possibly be anti-Jew, when at every turn she says stuff like anti-Jew stuff. And so I don't know where she's getting that from. Now, Charlie was not that. So how do you get a person who you left who's making better impact on actual public policy than you are? Because remember, Candace for Congress before, right? Making big waves. And then that stopped. Nobody wanted her on campus. Nobody wanted her on radio. Nobody wanted her on TV. She only made appearances on YouTube platforms.
Mhm.
Her platform was going fine. But the bigger things that would have her actually have impact didn't want her. Charlie was, though. Charlie was on every campus, on TV, TikTok, Instagram. Everybody was dealing with Charlie, but not her.
Mhm.
His message was getting around. Hers wasn't. She already got defiled by it because she got scorned. So now you have to figure, time's getting slim. How do we get our message out? Well, we have to kill Charlie. If you kill Charlie, then you can rewrite his history. What is she doing?
Rewriting history.
Yep.
Charlie hated fishing. Oh, I took Charlie fishing. We went out fishing all the time. Oh, okay. Charlie was a apostolic. What would they call it now? Evangelical.
Yeah, staunch Protestant evangelical.
Right? Okay. No, Charlie was converting to Catholicism. For a fact, he was. Okay. Charlie wanted Turning Point USA. No, he didn't. He actually wanted something completely other. How? How did that come about? Because you couldn't say that when he was alive. Now you're telling us all this story about, oh, he was threatened, death threats here, death threats there. He was worried about dying all the time. All of a sudden, these threats came out. These were years ago because you guys weren't talking for the last 4.
Right.
So you've had these text messages for 4 years, and you didn't see fit to take this to the FBI. Oh, wait, you thought the FBI was in on it. You didn't feel free to take it to the state police in Texas? You didn't feel free to, you have a platform. You couldn't bring those text messages up earlier. You know why you couldn't do it? Charlie would debunk them.
And you just said that they didn't talk for 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
But the way she's coming off after his death, I've said this before in other episodes, she's coming off like they're like best of the best of the best, friend, and they're really not.
Right.
So how could anyone take anything she's saying about Charlie from what he said or what he's converting to? How can you take that seriously when they haven't even been around each other for 4 years? So how would she know all of this?
Just questions. That's all.
Just like the exploding pagers, Charlie Kirk was killed by a weaponized microphone.
Jeez.
Don't worry. Oscar said that's a joke. First, it was the hand pistol that they know for sure he got killed by. No, it was a microphone for sure he got killed by. For sure. No, it was somebody in the back building behind shooting from the other direction that he got. No. It was the guy with the hand signals next to him with the hand. It choo choo. No. It was a guy in the front of them. That's where it really got shot from.
It was the hologram behind him. The camera that was behind him.
Well, they know all of it. They know what has happened to Charlie, but they've had 4 different theories about what they know.
And I will say this. Take this just like the JFK assassination, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone had these theories. This is when the term conspiracy theory started, when people started questioning JFK's assassination. This is going to be the same thing. People are going to come up with these different theories, these different angles, these different shooters, and all this stuff. We're not going to know until we know. We can believe what we want to believe, but the truth is still out there somewhere. Maybe what they're showing us is truth. Maybe it's not. We don't know.
I saw that statement she made. And this is what she also said. I recorded the call. I recorded the call that I made to this guy. I recorded the call. You know what she never did, though?
Record
Can
the
anyone
call.
tell me what she never did?
Record the call.
Never played the call. But she did say, trust me. Trust me, he did say this. He did say this, and he did send me this. He trust me, he did. Oh, trust me. No, for real, he did. Okay, mistrust me.
And if just one thing is clear in all of this, it should be that Charlie Kirk was murdered for opposing the Jew.
Let me ask you a question. You two on the screen, listen carefully.
Mm-hmm.
If Charlie, in an open letter and on his platform, brought Netanyahu and questioned Netanyahu to his face, which he did. Yep. And Netanyahu didn't have a problem with Charlie. Charlie didn't even have a problem with Netanyahu. Wrote him a letter in May to tell him how to fix the view of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
But Candace and this monkey on screen here with his damn tie looking like a 5-year-old he's a 5-year-old wearing his daddy's tie. You can't even put your tie right. You look like a fool, first of all, like a blooming buffoon trying to dress. You don't even know how to dress. You should fire a wardrobe person, first of all, and get your hair fixed. Those implants aren't working. The pegs are just not working, bro. But if Charlie was that person and you were Israel and you had someone like this flaming faggot buffoon here and Candace Owens going off and accusing you of murdering people, which one of those would you take out? Candace, this guy, or Charlie Kirk?
Candace.
This guy first.
But it wouldn't be Charlie, would it?
No.
So he said that he got killed for speaking out against Jews, correct?
Yeah, the Jew. Sorry, the Jew. Yeah.
Well, how come they didn't take out someone like Cenk? Cenk is very vocal with his distaste for.
Oh, good point.
What's the other? What's her name?
Anna Kasparian.
Anna Kasparian, another one, very vocal, very big platform, very influential platform. How come they didn't take them out?
What? Okay, and how about this other one? How about Nick Fuentes? Why didn't you take out Nick?
Why Charlie?
Why leave Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, guys. No, guys. Here's the thing. Benjamin Netanyahu and Nick Fuentes are buddy buddies.
Oh, they're related.
That's why.
Trust
Okay.
me.
Trust me. Okay. All right. That makes sense. I believe you. You said it. Once you said it, that was it. That's all I needed.
That's how it works.
Tanya, love you to death. What truth has he told? This is the same blaming buffoon that interviewed Tori Outlaw and believed her about kids in trailers that she was with, and she was smuggled here and smuggled there, and he has done jack squat to try and find those kids. What truth does Stu Peters tell? I can't wait for you to tell me that. Please tell me what truth he told. You said tells a lot of what truth? What truth?
Come on, Tori.
Now you know I know you, right? So please tell me what truth he tells you. Stu is a liar. He's a racist. He is a flaming racist. Who addresses an entire group like the Jew? The Jew? Come on now, Tanya. Come on, girl. Come on.
That's like saying the blacks.
Or the yellows.
He was murdered for turning toward the truth, toward the light, and away from Israel. Charlie Kirk was murdered because he could no longer be bought. And that's what these people do.
Whoa. He could no longer be bought. You see what I'm telling? You see what I mean? Did you see what I mean? I'm trying to rewrite who Charlie was.
Right.
I thought he turned down $150 million.
But he could no longer be bought, which means he was bought before. They just told you that Charlie was a sellout.
Wait, are they equating donations with being bought out?
Whatever they're calling it, he is dead now, so he can't defend himself at all.
Right.
He got tired of being bought out. Why do they have to phrase it like that? Because they want you to think that he has always been anti-Israel.
Mm.
Always. That's what they want you to believe. But who's not here to defend himself? Charlie Kirk.
They do it every single time. They do it in the music industry. They do it in media. They do it in Hollywood and entertainment. They do it in politics. The Jew uses money to control people.
Not Israel. The Jew.
The Jew.
The Jew does that. The Jew. This is what they mean by, and this is a prime example of true anti-Semitism. This fool right here, a true anti-Semite. Like 100% a true anti. That smirk on his face. Look, look, if I was a different person, you wouldn't have that smirk on your face.
He probably really enjoyed saying it too.
What?
Oh,
And he
yeah.
said it multiple times.
The Jew. Did I say
Oh,
that right?
It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. Maybe I'll speed this up. I can't. Playback speed. Let's go. I want this a little faster.
And it's easy for them to do. It's not some complex scheme. They control the banking system. They control the central bank in this country. They control the Federal Reserve. They control the International Monetary Fund. So when they want to install someone as a member of Congress or a talking head somewhere, they just do it. They pay their way in. They pay their way into the beast system that they have subverted and twisted inside out to weaponize against the American people.
Let me get this right. Hold on. They pay into the beast system and to weaponize it against the American people. Isn't the beast system already weaponized again? And when I tell you they are ignorant of scripture and anything to do with the book, this is what I mean. Oh, they're paying into the beast. But you just finished saying that they made the beast system. So if they don't have to pay into it, people have to pay them to get into it. What do you?
Jeez.
To weaponize against the Goyim. Our government and everything that surrounds it are occupied. We've been given this picture for decades, for our entire lives, of this two-party representative constitutional republic system of governance that serves we the people. But in reality, that's just a fallacy. It's a fantasy camp at this point. We don't have a system like that. We have.
And by the way, they can't tell you when Israel took over.
They just know they did. Jeez.
It's so weird that it's only since Netanyahu. That's the only name you hear. They won't tell you how many people have been in charge of Israel so far. But somehow, every one of them, even though they've been on opposite sides of the political spectrum in Israel, they all have one thing in common, though. They're all Zionist. Okay.
We have a beast system. And it needs to be torn down. We need 1 million Charlie Kirks. We need 1 million Thomas Masseys rising up all over this country, stepping forward and charging into the fight, storming the gates of hell. We need voices like Charlie Kirk in the media.
Lee, again, you're the scholar. Where does it say we need to storm the gates of hell?
We're not the ones doing it.
Okay, thank you. I was confused because I didn't think we were supposed to be storming. I ain't going nowhere near hell. I'm good. I'm good, Stu. Count me out.
It's hot down there.
Count me out, nigga. I'm not going near hell. I'm good. I'm so good. No. I got somebody else who's way better at doing that stuff than me.
Yeah,
and he done been there before. I walk right out. Like he just walked in and walk out like it was nothing. I'm not touching that sucker. I'm staying away from the gates of hell. You might be heading there, but I'm not. Y'all heading there, go for it. Have fun. Take Candace with you.
Jeez.
Golly.
We need voices like Thomas Massey on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. We need people in this country who are willing to stand up and fight back and say, you know what, enough is enough. Israel and AIPAC aren't going to come into my community and install some Jew as my representative in Congress.
Golly, man.
Oh,
Wow.
He really just said that. Install some Jew. Dang, Stu. Wow.
I mean, if you're gonna go full anti-Semite, you might as well go full anti-Semite.
Hey.
Bro.
Holy moly.
Some Jew.
Every time he says Jew, I picture him in a Nazi uniform with a little mustache. He goes, Jew, and I just picture it.
Bro.
I mean, see Kyle, Stu. Okay.
See, Kyle, we got to get the Jews out
My
of
feel.
government. Storm the gates of hell.
That is.
Oh, man. Wow. Use another word. I mean.
And the thing, this dude was thinking of becoming a police officer.
Oh, gosh.
Probably on the East Coast somewhere.
Golly.
So we need something just as big, just as aggressive, just as powerful as AIPAC that fights for the Gentiles, for real Americans, for our founding stock. And that something is ASAPAC, the Anti-Zionist America Political Action Committee.
There it is.
ASAPAC is picking up the mantle that Charlie Kirk left behind.
There you go.
Wow.
The mantle of fighting back against Jewish money, against Jewish power, against Jewish control and occupation. Charlie Kirk was running away from these Jews. He was leaving the pro-Israel cause. And again, those are his words, not mine.
No, they're your words.
And that's really what every single one of us needs to do. We need to collectively run away as quickly as possible from the pro-Israel cause and everyone associated with it, because these people are traitors.
Wait, when did Charlie say that he was running away from the Jewish cause?
Never said that. But this, again, rewriting for the purpose of making sure that you muddy the waters, right?
But if he's saying this about Charlie and Candace is kind of sort of in step with this particular narrative, wouldn't that definitively be defamation?
Yes. But of a dead guy, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
To me, it sounded like he was talking straight out of, Mein Kampf or something. I was listening like, holy crap. The way he was just letting it roll off his tongue like that. The Jews. The Jews.
The Jews. The same way Candace does it too, by the way.
Oh, my.
Same way Candace does it. So here's the theory.
Wow.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Stu is trying to push something called ASAPAC. ASAPAC is the counter to what he calls AIPAC, and he wants to run differently. But also, as you heard him, this is where Charlie really wanted to go, not TPUSA. What does Candace want to do to TPUSA? Tear it down, because they were the traitors. They went against Charlie. They helped end Charlie's life. So if you have two entities trying to convince you that the guy that just got killed, who can't defend himself or speak out, has been betrayed by his wife, so you can't trust anything she says. They've just now isolated everyone in his camp. You can't trust TPUSA, his own company. You can't trust the president, who was his closest ally. You can't trust anyone but them. And now they're creating for you a whole different website that takes money to counter an ideology they say now that Charlie had, which he never espoused. Candace is the only one that stands to really benefit from this. And who's really benefiting from it? Candace Owens. Have you seen her views? We're talking about 7-8 million views per video when she started this. Now, mind you, remember, just after the idea of the lawsuit that came from the Macrons, she said she had no money to pay for it. She'd need $5 million. Charlie dies. She starts to get on the bandwagon of the conspiracy, what happened to Charlie. Views went through the roof. Now she has money to pay for the lawsuit. Candace, if I want to believe anything, Candace is the only one that could have orchestrated, helped, facilitated the death of Charlie Kirk. The only one. Not Netanyahu. Netanyahu couldn't gain anything. Trump couldn't gain anything. Trump got into power because of Charlie Kirk. The youth vote, all Charlie.
Sure.
People turning away from the left, Charlie. People waking up, it wasn't Candace. Candace didn't do jack. She hated Trump. She still hates Trump.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that I can see that has benefited the most from Charlie's death is not the Kirk family. It's Candace Owens.
And just to know, everyone, that this isn't the first time we've said this. I think it was 2-3 episodes ago when we were talking. It was right after Charlie's death. And we were talking about Candace, and she did her little podcast, crying or whatever. We even said it back then. We said, we think that Candace might have something to do with Charlie's death.
Yep.
Even a few weeks ago. So here we are, putting it all together.
She can't use her husband's money for that lawsuit. He's not getting sued. She is. She's the one getting sued. Mm-hmm. If she were to be sued, her company is being sued. His name is not on that. It is Candace.
Yeah.
Whatever money she has in her name is what they're going after, not the husband. The only help he could possibly give her is maybe to hire a few lawyers. Maybe. But the actual suit, that he can't help her with that because he's not involved in it.
Right.
That's not like a lawsuit where the whole family's involved. This is a very specific individual lawsuit.
Yeah.
Georgia, I think, is worth somewhere in the region of 90, maybe 100 million. And that's because of family money, not his.
Right.
That's family money. The amount of ropes that he would have to go through, he's not going to fund that. She put herself out there. The lawsuit is against Candace Owens, the Candace Owens platform, and all of the things related to her, not him. He can't help her with this. But YouTube can. Which is why she keeps adding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding theories to keep people coming back for the views.
Yep.
The views. It is insane that people think somehow that she's really investigating. Show me one shred of anything, and I mean really, show me one shred of evidence that Candace Owens has presented to you that makes you believe that she has receipts.
I have yet to see him.
That's all I want. That's all I want. Show it to me. That's all I meant. Look, it's not a very difficult, I think not a difficult, request.
I'd figure if you cared about Charlie that much, that was like your best of the best friend. You love Charlie. Why not just put it all out there? One episode, here's everything. Why do you have to keep leaving these cliffhangers? I'm going to have it next show. And then she has nothing.
Right.
Shows us fake text messages. We just ran it through AI. The AI said it was a fabricated text. So how can you take anything she gives you without Charlie here to defend himself or anyone to defend with the information that she's giving us is real? What you do, you take a screenshot of the information and you run it straight through AI and let AI tell you if it's real.
Look, I'm really, really confused as to how people genuinely still believe this lady. I really am. I really am confused as to how people believe what she's saying, and she has yet to show people what she's saying. Like, she'll keep telling you, trust me, I have the receipts. I have this information. I have all of the facts. But they have not presented it once. If someone else had done that, you'd have been in trouble.
Yeah.
In trouble. In trouble.
And for the people in the chat, don't take our word for anything when it comes to Candace. This is our opinion. You need to go in there and watch her, research her, and come up with your own opinion about her. We're just giving you the information that we have. But at the end of the day, it's your decision whether or not you want to continue to listen to her. That's up to you. But this is the information we're going to give you, and you come up with your own conclusion.
No, but at the same time, let's also be intelligent and quite literally recognize what we're saying, and we're just connecting dots. And it's pretty compelling evidence. Like, I'm okay with Candace, but after this, it's just like,
Just FYI, it is not. Just so you know, this is it right here. This is the company that you're thinking of. This is the one listed on the lawsuit, GeorgeTom.Inc. It is all her. All her. Our company, GeorgeTom.Inc., we, us, are, provides online services, content, and features through the internet domains of blah, blah, blah. Candace Owens. It is just a top company for her company, not her husband. That is all that is. It is the overarching, the umbrella corporation for the company, not her husband. Just FYI. The name says George.Inc. on it. Yes, indeed. But it ain't her. It ain't his. It's hers. It's hers. The problem here is this. The amount of, let's take the other side as to how I know for a fact, I'm going to talk like Candace, that she's involved in this. The gag order was issued in order to try and protect the case, right? What happens when there has not called anybody yet to the surface for jury duty? Okay, no one's called yet for jury duty because the case has not gone forward yet in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you do call jurors? Right now, it is tainted. Do you know how hard it would be to find somebody who has not heard Candace's take on something to have a clear and unbiased opinion in the jury pool? Do you think that's by accident? No, that's by design.
Right.
So that Tyler can't go to jail.
Now, didn't Candace come out and say something about she didn't care about the gag order? Was that with the Macron case?
Yes, she said she's going to violate it.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you about her actual intent to find justice for Charlie? There is no intent to find justice for Charlie.
Right.
The intent is to muddy the water so that nobody could find the truth and only have to believe her. You know what she's going to say? See, the fact that they made him go was fact that I was right. Now you have to keep listening to me.
Right.
When she was the one that floated every internet rumor and speculation to create the problem for the case. She never was looking for justice for Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
She was looking the same way that text told you everything, because in her text that had no timestamp and Charlie can't spell for life. He couldn't spell for nothing. It said that somehow that he believed that God sent her to finish his work before he was dead. You want me to believe that somehow Charlie sent a text to Candace, not his wife, to Candace, I believe I'm going to die, but God sent you to finish it up for me. Okay. If you believe that.
That's crazy.
If you believe that. I don't believe that. I believe Charlie knew how to spell. The man was, when I tell you that man was a brain from young, he was articulate. Okay. This man could, if it's one person that could use words that he knew definitions of words that you couldn't even find in the dictionary. If you wanted to look, you'd have to look in an ancient dictionary to find it.
Very intelligent.
The man had, you couldn't make him. You could not make him at all, make him put a lowercase g for God.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't. There's no way you could do it. The problem here is this. If she decides to continue doing this, all of you people who love Charlie, honored Charlie, wished the best for his family, are never going to find out what actually happened to Charlie, even if you don't trust the government. If they did have anything going on to get to the bottom of it, that won't happen now at all.
Right.
At all. It won't happen. It just won't. This is insane to me, but again, hey, it's par for the course. It's par for the course. Okay, how do you know that? How do you know when those texts were from? Because they have no dates on them. Remember, there's no timestamp, no dates whatsoever. They're just presented as evidence. When were those texts? Now remember, this was after she left TPUSA, they were talking, not during. That's what she says, after they left TPUSA. So it would have to be sometime after 19, before 21. Because they definitely weren't talking between 20 and 25. So she started working at TPUSA 17 to 19. Technically 18 to 19 was her days when she was actually at the top of it, left in 19.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to tell me those texts were from 18 to 19, okay, then he wasn't married because he got married after she did, which was in 19. So he got married the following year. But the text she showed?
You still have that?
Yeah. Let's bring that up. It's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. So they can see it.
I just want you all to show me where the dates are on it. That's all. That's one. And that's two. Okay, let's go here. Here we go. Y'all show me where the dates are on this, okay? Now, remember, we talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
No dates. No dates. 5 time. Okay. And notice nothing past the time. There's nothing on this that tells me this is a real text message. Nothing. So I'm confused. Even the ones that she shared after where he couldn't spell, I got to find that one too. Let me see if I can find that one.
And just to know, again, that text Marlon just showed, that traffic from that text. Well, you ran that through AI. And I know a lot of people, how they feel of whatever you feel about AI. But we ran it through AI, and even AI said that was a fabricated text. It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find that text now. Candace on, let me go to her page.
She probably took it down. Candy Cane.
Candy Cane.
Who the hell? Hang on.
Let me see, replies, posts. Let's see. If you find it before me, let me know. I'm trying to remember if I saved it as a screenshot or as a downloaded picture. There it is. Okay. Perfect. Let's do it like this. Save. Save. All right. I'm going to send it to the chat now. And y'all can decide for yourself what this is. All right? Y'all can decide for yourself. Now remember, she put this on her page. Okay, not me. She did. Okay, here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here you go. Kanye. He wants you to believe, she wants you to believe that Kanye is how he would spell Kanye.
Oh, gosh.
Kanye. You are going to be the Iron Lady of America. I see it so freaking clearly. Freaking clearly. I might be Moses, though. I might not see this whole thing through. LMAO. Now he would say laughing my ass off, right? That's what Charlie would say. Okay. In that case, be my David. If he is Moses, how would you be David? People, Candace is a lying sack of shit. How would Charlie mess up so badly that he would equate Moses and David together? The man was steeped. He knew the book from back to front, front to back, up the middle, middle out. He's confusing David as a sidekick to Moses? And the idiots and the retards out there be like, yes, that sounds so good. He wanted her to replace him. Be my Here's the other one. Anyway, I'm not sure if I will live to see the end of this revolution. I believe you were the peace God, lowercase g, meant me to meet that will finish the fight. Have you ever heard Charlie speak this fatalistic?
No.
You want to run that through AI?
Since the beginning of TPUSA, I knew in my gut that I might get wiped out at any time. What?
Who talks?
I cannot explain it, but I dream about it all the time. That has never been Charlie. Like all the time. Anyway, that's depressing convo. for another right, ELMAO, time. Another right, and he said time. She says, that's so weird. More a fear manifestation than an actualization. Not really afraid of it, but I'm just telling you what I know to be true.
I mean, he would have some self-awareness knowing that what he does is rather dangerous at times. It can be and lead to it. But nothing along the lines of being this fatalistic.
That's stupid, bro. No dates either, too, by the way. No times, just messaging, nothing else. No dates. No dates. But that's proof from Candace Owens. That's her proof. So much proof. I mean, I can't get enough proof. That's so much proof. She wants forensics from people. She wants DNA samples from people. She wants government standards from people. But all she gives you is a damn text with some dates missing and people that can't spell who is supposedly a brainiac and expects you to believe that's her proof. Then she'll tell you, I know, and I know, and I don't know. No, trust me, bro. And that should be proof. Candace Owens is retarded. Okay. Something happened to her brain, whatever it was, but that hamster is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking bones on that wheel right now.
When did she say they had this conversation?
She didn't.
So she never said.
She just said earlier on.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, this is a conversation that you would have with your significant other, even if they were just dating. Like someone said, they weren't married yet. Even if they were just dating, that's like a conversation, a private conversation you would have with someone.
And you wouldn't send it over text. It's a face-to-face conversation.
Yeah.
Charlie's smarter than that.
Like, hey, bro, Jay, I think I had a dream I'm going to die. What?
I mean, like, check yourself, bro.
But
Yeah,
she also said that they weren't that close of friends when she was making a decision. They were her workmates told her not to get married. She never mentioned a close friend. She said none of her friends. She didn't have friends that talked to her about it. She just said workmates. So she never considered Charlie, but even though she said that Charlie told her not to get married to you, wasn't your close friend? He was just a workmate? Go look for it yourself. Don't believe me. She said it. Go. She still leaves her stupid stuff up because she doesn't believe the internet works in reverse. I don't know.
It's just odd, man. All of this.
Yeah, it was. He was talking about since the beginning of TPUSA in 2012. He knew. Since then, he knew he was going to get killed.
According to her.
2012. He knew in 2012 he was going to die. And it was always on his mind. He's stressing about it, dreaming about it every day. And you had this text for how long now? And you never put this out. Never put it out? Not once.
Wouldn't she put it out during her Blexit days and her PragerU days? And
bro, she would have brought that up on her podcast years ago.
Right.
Yep.
She should have brought that out years ago. She didn't because she didn't have it. This was post-manufacture. It was after the fact. It's a lie. Charlie never texted her that. Never.
No.
The only person that can debunk this one isn't TPUSA, by the way. It would be Erica.
Mm-hmm.
If even her.
And I don't think Erica's really touching Candace at all. Like, she's not even a blip on her radar.
Candace is sick. Okay? Sick in many ways because she doesn't give a damn what the kids see.
Yeah.
She's not even taking care of her own. Worthless mother that she is. Popping out kids because you were told to by this abusive man that you have at home. Probably running trains on you with Andrew Tate. Him and his brother and your husband always probably just running right through you. That's probably your handlers right there. Sue me. Go ahead. I can't wait for discovery. Sue me. I'm just doing what you do. You defame people all the time. I'm joining your bandwagon. That's the defense I'm going to give. Your Honor, I was so enamored by her, I had to copy her ways. You're worthless, girl. Absolutely worthless. I've never seen somebody so disastrous in my life, wishing to have all kinds of attention. It doesn't even matter what kind. And willing to play the victim while saying that you're so strong. Defending a whole rapist in Andrew Tate, a whole rapist in Harvey Weinstein. People who actually told you they had websites that were trained to have young girls on there and making millions of it. And still has a poor view of women where he'll abuse them and let them go. That's the kind of people you love talking to and defend because he makes men feel good. Is that why?
Has Candace ever talked about Epstein?
No, not much. She did back in the day.
Until she converted, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then after she converted, she kind of stepped away from that.
She wavered. She wavered from it. Now she went straight to the Jew thing.
And Charlie was talking about Epstein, though, right?
She wanted to equate. I think she at one point said something about Epstein being linked up with Israel.
What if he's linked up with the Vatican?
He's linked up with everybody.
I'm just saying.
Epstein would have been linked up with everybody.
That's true.
Everybody. Epstein, in the grand scheme of things, people, you might not believe it, but Epstein was a small fish.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Epstein was small. Compared to the Vatican?
Yeah.
Come on. Epstein's only been around for 50 years, if that. The Vatican, hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
The Vatican's been around for hundreds of years. They've been up and around here for a while now. They've been doing that crap for a long time. Imagine the amount of bodies they have in terms of kids.
Yep.
Untouched.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about Epstein. I understand. He dead. I'm glad he dead. If he ain't dead, he gonna get dealt with regardless. But the Vatican, and you know she ain't touching them. Bodies upon bodies upon bodies. Talk about the tunnels under the Vatican.
Those catacombs.
Talk about that. Talk about the many altar boys that they've raped. Talk about the many kids in the body that they've raped. Villages that they've gone into help. Countries that they've gone in to give aid to. Talk about that, Candace. Oh, wait, you can't. Because you're trying to lure kids into it yourself. I get you. I hear you. Get people to join the Catholic faith, abuse their kids. Well done. Sicko. In any case, that's our spiel about it. If y'all can disprove it, go ahead. I can't. I want you to. I need whoever is defending Candace to come and debunk all that I've put out as options. One thing I do know and stand on factually is this: Candace is an absolute horrible human being for doing what she's done to Charlie's legacy. 10 toes down, I'll stand on that. And I have enough proof on her own statement that she is worthless for doing that. That was not her friend. Never was her friend. She hated that man. He didn't give her the kind of ding dong that she wanted. And she wanted more. And he said no. And she was mad. She went and even got a man that looked kind of like Charlie. Same stature, lanky, same kind of facial feature. Make that one make sense. He just happened to be, Catholic.
British Catholic.
Y'all make your own paths about it. We're just putting this out there. Okay. We're just doing what Candace would do. Asking questions.
Making it weird. It's weird, right?
Making it weird.
Making it weird. Making it weird. That's what we do.
Don't you find it weird? It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird.
That retard. Anyway, it's Friday. Go guys, enjoy your weekend.
Trick or treat.
We'll be back. I have a prediction. I think John Fetterman is going to switch sides by Monday. That's just me.
What do you think about the benefits going out? I think Trump's going to go.
You mean not going out?
Well, he's going with the nuclear option, where he gets rid of the filibuster, and then they can just go in and open the government back up without a vote.
Oh, I'd like that.
Look it up. I think they're going towards a nuclear option.
He should. That'll definitely get the Republicans a vote come next time.
Oh, yeah. If Trump gets the nuclear option, Republicans open the government back up and give everybody their benefits. Oh, yeah, he's setting a the write-up for 2028, big time.
Somebody said the Republicans are voting against the nuclear option.
Really? Well, the last thing I saw was that they were trying to go with the nuclear option, but
We'll look into it for sure.
yeah.
Now, hear me out. If any of them do that, trust and believe they probably won't have seats left next time a vote comes around.
Yeah.
But do we really need the government? I mean, come on. I mean, nothing's really changed for me.
Well, Thune's expected. Thune's not a shocker. Thune's not a shocker to be going opposed to anything. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of like a natural thing for him. But we'll check and see who's in and who's out. Because trust me, they'll make their names known. But if they do decide to not vote for it, they're probably going to be out the next time their election cycle pops up. They don't understand that this is not like a joke anymore to most people. So.
I mean, Trump plays chess, right?
Yeah.
So,
5D.
everything that 5D, everything Trump does, it's for a reason. So maybe he did offer the nuclear option just to see what rhinos would vote against it. So he could say, boom,
Pointing them out.
point you out, got you.
Got him.
Got him. Telling you. Man knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right, exactly right. Charlie was too smart to be president. What she said, I can't understand why those people who are so educated are Roman Catholic. They're not educated if you're that. You can't be. I'm sorry. If you're a friend of mine and you're Catholic, I don't think you're wise. I think you're doing what your family did, your family did, but you're not wise if you don't look into them. You're not wise at all. I wouldn't follow a headship that does that to people. I couldn't. If you would leave a regular church for what the pastor did, how the hell are you staying with the Catholic diocese or any church of the affiliation with Catholic if the Pope's doing what they're how do you do that?
How
That
can
doesn't make no sense to me.
worship a man, pretty much?
Come on,
that.
man.
It's almost like they worship him.
Kiss a ring and all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Convincing your private instances to some dude, that's scary.
Yeah. He can forgive your sins. You need a third party to talk to God, and you need a priest to do it, and you call him Father. What?
Yeah,
Not good. Not good.
whatever. Y'all keep that crap. We went a little long, but I think it was important.
Yeah.
I think it was important because we needed to flesh this out. Too strong, not too strong. Both sides will be live in an hour. We'll be talking about that exact same idea of her starting a war with TPUSA. We'll be reacting to that video. So come check us out. We'll be live and in charge. We'll catch you then, Mr. Lee.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all Monday. Peace.
Peace.